Hello and welcome to Funk's channel. Today I'm going to be talking about gaming channels in general and the way they use many tactics to get people to watch their videos. And they actually do it very quite successfully too, which is quite annoying. Anyway, so, you know, there's also, there'll be lots of aspects, involved in that with, because I'm a parent, there's a parent's view and, the repetitiveness of how many times you bring out a video and so forth on. So if you're interested, continue watching. If not, then just click off. I'm not really forced you around. This is sort of an experimental video. As you can see, I've put a couple of videos in the background. I just wanted to do a video, speak in the commentary section part of it, instead of commenting on the actual videos, because one, it's obviously giving them views and so forth. Two, it's inviting people without any brain cells to just continue to troll or insult you and stuff like that. So, to be honest, I'd recommend not actually commenting on any of the videos if you've got anything, that you may feel that people are just going to sort of pull apart and just attack you for. But anyway, so I thought I'd make a video, as many do on YouTube, and just speak my thoughts, speak my mind, to be honest, And I will say, before I'm not going to name channels. I'm not going to say, oh, it's this channel, that channel. There's many that do it, and this is even big channels and stuff like that. Anyway, so that's enough of that. That's enough of the intro. I'll just get on with discussing what I'm, here to do today. So, first of all, I want to touch on the subject of age rating in videos and how none of them very rarely use, warn people that it's haven't got adult content in it. Now, I'm not just talking about the odd sort of streaming who may accidentally swear. I've done it in my occasion. I'm not talking about, the odd swear word here there. It's, it's part of life. I'm talking about the ones that specifically swear and actually aim it at people, and even do this in their thumbnails. Now, I have children, and they've asked me if they can have YouTube channels, and I've had to turn around to them and say, no, you can't. Because I don't want them watching some of these videos, which is unfair because they're into gaming. They like them sort of games, and my son's nearly 18, he doesn't swear like them. It's just, some of it is disgusting the way it's obviously put on, and they do it, try and create that Jeremy Kyle sort of ambience feel, like, that they're all this and all that. It's not big to swear, we know that. But it's a bit disgusting when, you got young kids, clicking on the video, and they find it first and introduce the video. Oh yeah, this is so welcome, blah blah. Next minute they just start slamming out all this bad language, just to create and trigger people. And that's another thing, the amount of times that many sort of YouTubers, you sit there and go, and I know this is going to trigger people, but then if you think it's going to trigger people, why are you making videos that actually trigger people? We all know why you're making videos that's going to trigger people, so you get views, and so they can argue, and so basically, really, you're causing negativity in the gaming world, which is just a big no, And like I say, YouTube should stamp down on this, clamp down on the age rating system. If people are swearing in the video specifically, and if it's got a specific age rating, I mean, a thumbnail that actually says so and so's a sea sucker and so forth like that. Yeah, I didn't really want to say it because I'd be like, but you know what, you get what I'm saying, don't you? Many are just swearing and raging, and if my kids see this, it's just not so much I want them to see. So they should be warned, but they're not. There's not really a forcing issue that they have to put these on the videos, which they should. It's against the law, in my opinion. They're making videos which it's an adult nature. Whether it's got, it doesn't have to have nudity in it or violence in it for it to be adult nature. It's swearing, language, bad language, and it's not. I'm not talking about little bad language like the odd swear word, or just your natural, or f or f off or something like that. You specifically. Onslaught of constant, and there's a few channels that do this, and there's specific, I've noticed a couple of channels that I've seen I used to be subscribed to and then unsubscribed because it's just ridiculous. And they just constantly swear purposely in a tone that is sort of coming across as, you know, I'm swearing. Oh, look at me, I'm out. You know what I mean? And it's pathetic. It needs to be clamped down on. People need to know what's going to be in that video. I, as a parent, want to know what my kids are going to be watching. Okay, that's sort of like the age rating system. Now that can sort of apply to many things, aspects on YouTube. But you know, in gaming, it's it just needs to be more defined because gaming is obviously naturally child friendly. Anyway, the next one is repetition of videos, and the point is about these is you do a negative review, you do a review and it's a bit negative about the game, and that's fine. I understand that. If they're being honest in the games, then that's fine. But then once you do another one, and then another one, and then another one, and another one about the same game, it stops being specifically just a negative review. It starts to be offending, in my opinion. And then they've made the point. They said they don't like the game, but a constant bashing of games, it shouldn't be allowed. I mean, I know it's all free speech, and it just shouldn't be done. We know you don't like the game. We know that's fine. You've made it clear in one or two videos, but 7 or 8 videos down the line, it's becoming trolling. That it's becoming, in many ways you could look at it as though it's like, I'm not saying I was going to think stalking, but it's not stalking, but it's a constant bashing of videos. It's just not good. It's not good for gaming in general. It's just negative. A review about a game that's not a great review, I mean, that's not got great points or it's a bit negative, is fine. Another one about a game where some got some bad points about the game, or, all bad points, is fine. But when it starts to be you just seeing thumbnails of swear words, and this game sucks, this game's that, but it's about the same game on a constant basis, what is the need for that? What is the necessity of it? I don't get why channels, and these channels, they've got thousands of subscribers. For me, a lot of times I wonder, hold on, is a lot people in the world a bit tapped in the head or something? What point is it of watching one video that's negative about a game that says the same thing, but then also watching all the same videos that just, I don't get it. I don't understand that aspect. That aspect of it. So that's another thing, the repetition of constant smashing and slamming of games. Yeah, you don't like a game, do a video on it. Yeah, you got some, constructive feedback to give to the developers about the game. Yeah, do it. But then 10 videos later down the line, it becomes a bit more of a, to me, it looks like you're not actually enjoying gaming. And if the gaming world to constantly see the same videos over, repeating, just with a different thumbnail, just with, just about maybe a different subject, but still a constant demeaning and putting down a game. They sit there and they do this, and that's great. But these games have worked, whether they're a rubbish game or not. They've still worked hours and hours and years and months and hard work on that game. Now, yeah, you can get a negative review, and that's fine. But once you start slamming it with videos, in a normal world, they'd be illegal. You'd be like done for stalking or stuff like that. But it just everybody seems to be able to get away with it on YouTube, which I think is wrong. I know it's good to know about games whether they're bad or whether they're good. I know it's good to know about games but I feel it's just causing a lot of negativity around the gaming world. And rather than put all this in a comment, I'm sort of speaking about a video. Anyway, the next subject I'll discuss a little bit about the thumbnails that really annoy me, and I don't know if anything will ever be done about it, but who knows. Well, first of all, let's touch on the thumbnails that belong to actually big channels. And I'm thinking of one specifically, and there's a couple, but I'm not going to name names. And it's a thumbnails, and every thumbnail they've got, they always choose to use a negative point. They say they advertise the thumbnail with a negative point, and like, this game sucks? ? This game's rubbish ? So yeah, okay, they're saying they're asking a question, is it? But instead of saying, is this game good or not? Let's test it, or anything like that. Just specifically zoning in on people's negativity points. As like a Jeremy Kyle feel, you know. And to me, it's quite annoying because every time you get a video and you click on it and so forth, and then it comes up and the video's actually just talking in probably really good things about the video. So I don't understand why they don't put, oh, this game's really good, or just a positive vibe instead of actually smashing YouTube with just constant negative. That consistency of negativity in YouTube is it's there, it's everywhere. You know, this game's bad, this game's good, this game is. It's all that the questioning, is it good before we even know if it's good or not. Excuse me, I'm sorry. I had a bit of wind there. Anyway, but yeah, that and it's a constant annoyance to me. You see these thumbnails, and it's like you click on it, thinking, well, what do you mean it's not bad? It's good. And then you click on it to see what they're saying, and they're actually saying the game's good in the video. And you're like, well, why are you zoning in on the negativity? And I really do believe that this is bad for gaming in general. And it's done by majority of the major, video companies. So obviously, it's deemed as the best thing to do, the best way to get people to watch your videos. Which, can that possibly be right? Is the gaming world really just a negative place? Because it's not good in my opinion. Maybe people should try and start spinning it round. I mean, especially big channels. Big channels these days, they don't need to have thumbnails that need to grab people because they've already got thousands and thousands of subscribers. They'll slap a video up and it'll be watched anyway because they've already got the subs. So they could be the ones that took the lead and started doing positive thumbnails. Like this game. We're testing this game because to find out if it's good or not, or you know what I mean. Rather than just constantly every opportunity to get. I mean, there's one channel where I saw it was a thumbnail of a child's game, and it had adult material written on in text. And I very nearly commented on it. I very nearly said, well, come on, sort your thumbnail out. But I decided not to because again, you just get insulted and so forth. And it just causes a mass sort of argument. So I didn't bother. And then a couple of days later, they took the text off. So obviously somebody had commented on the, and they'd done that on YouTube and said, look, this sort of, right, you've got an adult joke on a kid's sort of cartoon game. But anyway, that was just an example. There's plenty to do it. And it's just all this negativity, I mean, this is what's really doing my head in about gaming. I'm enjoying gaming. Whether I really like a game or not, I'm still enjoying not liking a game because I like gaming. So my whole thing about gaming is a positivity. Whether I don't really like a game or whether I might have some gripes about a game. So what? I'm still enjoying the game in a way, because I just like gaming in general, and I like to have a positive vibe about it. But when you watch YouTube, there just seems to be a constant negative vibe with the thumbnails and the videos. But the thumbnails are the ones that attract attention more to gaming. If you just split YouTube up into sections, and you've got some like the categories, different ones, how-tos and and stuff like that, and documentaries and whatever, tutorials and so forth. And then you went to your gaming, you just constantly see gaming. It's just it's one massive negativity bubble. And even in the videos, and mainly the thumbnails, look at all the thumbnails. This is pants, this is rubbish, does this sort. Every negative thing that gaming can sort of zone in on, they seem to think that that's what gamers are interested in. That's what gamers want to click on your video for, and it's not. But because that's the way it is, people, lower channels, are thinking, oh, well, I have to put a video up that's, really shockingly negative, so people will watch it and then go, oh, no, it's not that, But I think the bigger channels should take lead off this and send positivity out there instead of negativity towards the gaming world, because it's really does my head in. There's that aspect of the thumbnails, and there's another aspect of the thumbnails which should actually be completely taken off. You know, it shouldn't be there. If a YouTube channel doesn't actually isn't actually what's in the video, should be actually be made to either change his thumbnail or take his video down. It's as simple as that. There's no, I can't misleading the audience, misleading people to click your thumbnail to get on there and then watch something completely different. Like when you got people saying, you know, oh, this game looks fantastic. Yet you click on it and it's just a trailer of a game that's only pre-rendered. It's not even a game. It's not even game footage. It's just a pre-rendered trailer. Now, people are clicking on it because they think that it's going to have gameplay, because he's specifically stating that the game is awesome. So people initially think, oh, well, he must have some content in about the game. But you know, you click on it and it's just a pre-rendered trailer of the game that's not even part of the game yet. And there's just so many like that. And again, back to the thing when they sit there and they go and they put like a title on the thumbnail. This game's broke, question mark. So really they're not saying it, but they're asking a question on it. But the initial sort of your first impression when you see the thumbnail, you get the impression that they're saying it's broke. So you watch it to see it's broke. Now you don't get that back off the channel. The video then goes on to like that's probably a small category in it that they probably said one line of it like, oh yes, you know, that game was broke for about an hour, but then they mended it, updated it with a patch, and that's it. Oh, let's continue and then do another 15 minutes video on other games. And you know, they just sort of pinch that sort of that specific topic and that trending topic quickly, you know. So people, now that's cool, and I totally understand that. You know, but it's like adverts, and it's like you just don't want rubbish like that. None of us in this world actually we want to click on something, and we want to see what we. Anyway, guys, I think I've rambled on too much, probably more than I intended to in the first place. So I'm going to call it quits and end it there. But you know, tune in for more sort of content in my channel, and it's mainly usually about Stars Fusion. But you know, I'm doing some sort of PSVR stuff as well, and you know, I don't think I'll do many of these videos. I just wanted to get it out there because it's been annoying me for a while, and I didn't want to comment it on people's channels. Anyway, guys, take care, enjoy the rest of your day. You've been with the funk, and you know, Christmas soon, so have a good one.